In this video, we are going to create a virtual machine. I am currently logged in on a virtual desktop. So the very first thing that I need to do is I would be going on Azure portal. So it may take a few seconds, and after this I have to add the name of my website. That would be portal.azure.com. So here I am. I'm going to use a username to sign in, and likewise I will be using a password. After signing in, this is how Azure portal will look like, and you would be able to see all of the resources that you would be needing in. For this particular tutorial, we would be creating a virtual machine, so I would not be touching other resources. However, we would be looking at other resources in the coming videos. So over here, I'm going to create a virtual machine by clicking Create. The next thing is that we have to find out what kind of subscription do we need. So for this particular example scenario, I'm going to go with as default. Then we have to choose the resource group. So I would be choosing the existing one. Otherwise, you have to choose your resource group where you actually want to deploy your virtual machine. You can name your virtual machine anything. Then comes the region. So I would go with East US. I would keep the availability options as it is. Next thing is image. So I'm going to select Windows Server 2019. And the size is supposed to be standard. Version 3 D2S. So yeah, this is fine. And next I have to keep some username. So let's say I'm going to say Azure user and some password. Once these steps are done, we have to look for inbound ports rules. So I would go with allow select ports, and the next thing would be inbound ports. So I would go with HTTP 80 and RDP 3389. So with these selections, I would next go to settings. In the top menu, I would go to monitoring, and then boot diagnostics would I have to disable this thing. I won't be enabling it. And the next thing would be review and create. So let's see and wait till our virtual machine is created. And this is actually telling us that we have to pay this much amount per hour to deploy our virtual machine for this particular size. Validation has passed. So now I am moving to deployment page. So this is the deployment page where my deployment is in progress. And let's see how much time does it take. We can keep an eye in the notifications panel where it actually tells us. took me 1 minute for my deployment to succeed, and now I can see by going to the resources that I have successfully created my virtual machine, and these are the specs for that. What is the public IP address, virtual network, DNS name, subscription type, location, the status, and the resource group where it is supposed to be. If you want to change the resource group, then you have to click move, and you can then get a list of resource groups where you can actually move your